Welcome back, everybody, to Planetscape Edge of the Void. I am your galactic DM, the Grey Jedi. And if you are watching at home, then you've seen the shenanigans that has unfolded. In the last episode, Jean-Luc gave back a crystal back to Genesis. He became this very handsome-looking humanoid man. They go back over to Papa Boudreaux's abode, and after some delegations, the crew was hired for another job on planet to take care of some, well, to put it into some terms, some very horrible individuals. The Vorpal platoon, as some interrogation and a little bit of some uncharacteristical traits are coming to light. Bit darker path, but as everybody hops into a vehicle and head off to go deal with these Vorpal platoons, it's a 3 caravan ride that's going along right now. 3 Humvee-like vehicles that are these hovercrafts. Riding at top speed, you see what looks like to be a worm, large in nature, tentacles slathering out of the side of its mouth, grabbing up the 2 trucks with the tentacles onto the side, crushing them and bringing them inside as it comes down. The whole massive in size. Tanish, in the last resort, begins to pop a wheelie over it, and y'all ET over that son bitch. And as you are all being chased by a worm, but not a regular worm. This is a Lumion 4 specialty. Now, Tanish driving at the helm. The rest of you sitting in this, it's kind of like a bigger truck. You can like kind of crouch walk in the back, doors fly open to the side, there's windows and everything, and a giant turret gun that Wraith has been stationed on since we've left. As where we picking up tonight, as I would like everybody here to please roll initiative.
Not fucking 20. Not fucking 20. I got a 23.
Nice.
I got a 23. The first stat 20.
I also have 23.
Woo!
23? Both of you?
Yep.
Yours came in as 20 on mine.
Oh no, it looked okay. I got yours notification when mine was rolling, so mine is a 20.
Okay. All right.
11.
So we got Miss Kitty 23, Archwar 20, Wraith with a 16, Vila with an 11. As those are the current initiative order. All of you going Miss Kitty up first, Archwar on deck, Wraith after him, and Vila after Wraith. So as you all are driving, Tanish is the one driving currently. She's hightailing it, and you're cruising at an elevation about 15 feet off the ground. This hovercraft can only get up to about 30 feet before it becomes unstable because it needs the ground to be able to push off. As you go higher, though, you're able to go faster, unless you come down, which you're able to stop because it's almost impossible. You're just gliding at that point. But you guys are a reasonable amount, and at the moment you've seen this thing burrow back down, you do feel the ground is shaking even inside of this vehicle.
That's alarming.
So, Miss Kitty, you are up first. You do not see anything currently, but you do feel a presence. It's underground. You can't pinpoint it, though. It's hard on. It's one thing if it was out in the open, but the solid earth of this planet is dense than normal, and you can't really penetrate past a certain point.
Well, first things first.
No, the vehicle stats I'll be running, just for everybody knows. The only thing that needs to be known is Wraith, your gun. It's a +6 to the roll, and it's a 46 +6 total for everything, just so you know. I'll put that in chat right here for you. 4d6
as in, so we can feel it, but nothing. We can't see it at the moment, so it's somewhere. It's burrowing. For to just get this out of the way, I'm casting Mage Armor because that's squishy. Really squishy. Is just for if I need to. Is there any way to get out of the vehicle?
There's windows to be like sticking out the head, and there's a hole for Wraith's area, and there's an escape hatch that's also on top. But you have a feeling that if the turret's pointing that way, you're only going to have a little bit of room while he's firing over. Otherwise, you might get hit. Otherwise, you have the side windows where you can, like old school Tommy gun style, hang out the side of the car door and just. But if it is on the opposite side, you'll have an impeding shot, which would be disadvantage. So it either has to be on your side or in the right behind you.
Okay. Ah, see.
I wouldn't know if everybody would just want to hold a reaction.
Yeah, I already cast
Completely
Mage Armor,
reasonable.
just Mage Armor, so I used my action. I'm just trying to get an idea, plotting and planning in my head on what I'm able to do, just in case if I need to do something.
Right.
Just seeing what else I can do. Anything I could do for bonus action? Can't hex the thing yet because I can't see it.
Correct.
Once per shot, you can cast make an attack roll against you. You can use your reaction to impose an attack roll. If it misses you, your next attack roll against the creature. Nope, can't do empathic ward. Limited uses. I'm gonna stay by a window and then just how many? So, how big is this RV thingamajig?
The Humvee,
Yeah, the Humvee.
It's not really that big.
So am I able to get from one window to the other, just checking each side?
Yeah, and you're
Okay.
able to see out all sides. It's basically like glass windows that just have like a little clip that you can slide out.
All right. So yeah, there's not much I can do. So
Okay. Moving on to Arjwar.
Okay. This is gonna be neat. So how big are these windows again?
They're big enough to like stick yourself outside.
So I wanna shape my body so I can fit my torso side out. So basically I'm a wacky waving inflatable tube person, upright wise, a bit sticking out the window. And then I'm gonna say to Tanish, this is unfriendly, right?
Yes, very much so.
I'm gonna ready for if it appears again from underground, I'm gonna ready two actions of plasmoid finger guns.
Okay, copy that. Moving on. Wraith.
can't do this yet. I need level 7 spells.
You're muted, buddy.
Yep. Ready action to shoot the turret if it pops up.
Copy that. That's your turn.
Yep.
Vila.
Bonus action, I'm going to kind of just hang on, I'm gonna roll a d4 and decide who I'm doing this to. Sorry. Look at RG and just be like, "You wanted to fight? You got this, bud." And do a bardic inspiration of a D10.
Ooh.
And then ready an action, which will be wherever the spell is gone. A 5th level psychic lance. As soon as I see the creature pop up. If it's within range of the spell.
Okay. All right, that's your turn.
Yes.
All right. Hold on, sorry. Everybody, plot what you're about to do. I'm being called. I'm so sorry. Just give me one moment.
I'm gonna summon a thing next.
By literally breaking the fourth wall there. Damn.
Is there?
Someone gave him too much
Is these-
power.
Are these worms natural to this place? I wonder. I didn't get a fight. I wish I could have fought one of those previously.
It's
Do you want to get out of the ship?
No. I think if you guys, I do not want to get left behind. This thing is moving at a clip.
I mean, we can just drop you off and circle around so you can fight it.
It seems like we're supposed to get to. I'm gonna fight the guys who suck.
I mean, RG dear, if you want, like the thing that I'm gonna bring in, you could ride it and fight it into battle. Just saying.
Is it big enough that it won't be?
Yes, it's gonna be very big. It's a large thing.
Oh, good. I will very much contemplate that action.
So sorry, everybody.
That's if the DM allows it.
Yep.
Because he gave me a
Okay,
thing where I
okay.
can use any spell I want.
Well, Yeah.
Up to my level, but pretty much I got a very fun spell I've been dying to try, but I haven't had the class or the opportunity
So-
to use it.
as you all sit there and ready, it's the worm's turn, and then Tanish. Tanish goes, "Something's coming," and you see as you look back, she's got up on the scanner this little red dot that keeps coming in and out of the blip.
Did it actually make that sound?
It crests up as it about to come down onto the truck. Everybody begin to make your reactions, please.
The worm needs to make a intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Reactions.
So does a 25 hit?
Yep.
I'm using the bardic inspiration, so I got a 10 and an 18.
Well, I'm screenshotting this because I just got a natural 20 -5 for 15.
Yeah, the DC was 16. Fuck it.
I still wrote a natural 20 though.
Then you got a -6, so
5.
-5, whatever. I get to roll my 8d6 of damage to you, and I got 2 ones, 24 damage.
I don't have a feature where I can use spells as a reaction at the moment.
And
All
the
spells can be held as your action to be used as a reaction.
I already used my action, so
You can't hold bonus action.
yeah, I don't have any.
Found out.
Yeah,
Because
really?
most of them because most of the bonus action spells are ones that you would cast on a weapon that would require your action to do it. It would be a simultaneous thing like Wrathful Smite or something like that.
That's actually
Okay,
good to know.
so I got
Kurt,
1 second. I need to look at the game log here to start minusing damage. 9 from Wraith,
15.
15. Oh yeah, that's
A
because
6.
Does
Yep.
my 18 and or 10 hit?
18 is the DC.
Hmm.
18 is the DC.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let's
Yep,
see
it's
here.
a meter or beat it. So
Let's see. It's gonna take a 12 from a little plasmoid. Hit
all
it.
right.
Well,
That's all there wrote. You see as this thing goes, you guys take a nice good chunk of damage into it as it flops down. Initially missing trying to crush you, but it's going to reeve up and try to attack the truck. It is doing this at disadvantage. And the Tanish has already geared up, which is the reason why she like sped up, so the attacks against the vehicle will be a disadvantage. That was before, that was her getting up to that speed so she can so let's see here. DC for this is 18. Just to make it fun, I'll roll it on Jean-Luc's page since he will not be here tonight. We wish him well. So it is a DC 19 at the moment with disadvantage. It has a +9 to the roll. So let's see what happens here.
So it needs to roll 9 or lower for it to fail.
Yeah, it needs a 10 or higher to beat you guys. First attack. That's an 8. That misses. It comes up out, and you see the back end of this worm come up as a stinger. Comes scorpion style out. This is a worm, by the way, with a giant stinger. As it,
That's a weird fucking worm.
it's going to try and make its attacks at you. This one also is a DC 19. Sorry, a +9 to the attack, not DC 19. Well, it was already that. So that's an 18. As it hitting the truck, all of you see the top of the roof get pierced. The roof rips off. Wraith, you're seeing this whole thing. You're in the turret. The roof is like right in front of you. You just see it just go. All of you openness through the top. You all see this fucking thing as Tanish is driving, as it slowly brings it up because of how massive. This is a gargantuan creature as it whips the spine, the back end of its tail, and the spike flings the roof about 100 feet off into the distance as it impales into the side of a rock wall. You now all have open area to shoot at this thing. But now that I have an open cover, I can now individually attack you guys instead of just going for the truck.
Did we need that roof?
That roof was useful, yeah.
So Tanish is going to use her action to continue hold on. She's going to somebody make me a perception check rather.
Okay.
Yep. Oh no, I was gonna do it.
Now that everybody can have the roof off, you can all stand up and see what outside looks like. It is windy.
15,
Everything's
so
getting brushed. You got
54.
sand coming into your eyes. Everybody puts their
19.
goggles on. Okay.
22.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
And I was a nat 20 and I have a -1. Yeah, good times.
What was Viola's?
18.
18. Okay. So everybody can see, even Tanish. She calls out to you guys. We got some rough terrain coming up, and the area that you guys are coming to is a cliff canyon. This Kaluian 4 has this desert type feel, but imagine you get to what looks like to be the Grand Canyon, and at the bottom is filled with different shaped, jagged spikes that come out at every direction.
Mm-hmm.
This is Cataclysm Gulch. I think that's what those are called, gulges, right?
Gulch, yeah.
Gorge.
Yeah.
Gorge or
Gorge.
gulch?
Gorge, yeah.
It's
Which
the
what
same thing.
you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
So
it's the same thing.
he goes, "This is gonna get real rough now," because you know that you have to stay on. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna have to go and try to something or turn around. So she goes, "Am I slowing down for the turn, or are we going through this?"
You're the one that knows how to drive a ship.
Looks like it'll
Oh,
hurt
no,
the worm.
Can I? Does it seem like it's avoiding certain terrain or?
No, it's not a tremor. It doesn't stop when there's rock. It burrows through that.
It's not gonna stop it. Turn.
What?
Was that the consensus? Is everybody agreeing for a turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Slow us down a bit. 90-degree turn. The whole ship turns on its axis as it goes into the turn. It evens back out. She's used her turn to turn. As you come through, you guys hear the rumbling as you see the worm begins to burrow back down. It, I will note, is not all the way submerged. It's top layered, so you can still see it.
Fine.
All right.
It's just
Miss Kitty.
terrifying. My turn. Okay, we're missing the roof to our Humvee. There is a gulch. We took a very tight turn. Where is the worm?
It's about the vehicle got currently after the last attack 85 feet away from it.
Then
I will know this thing is house.
It's wet.
Fast. Not wet. I mean, technically, yes.
I am.
So it's moist.
Each time you say that word, your character has to put 200 credits into the jar.
I said it out of character though, so
I stand by
there'll
what
be
I
no
said. Each
out-of-character
time somebody says that,
depositing
their
for it.
character has to put money in the jar.
We should have a in real life thing where if we say stuff that we know we'll do it, we should have a pizza party and order everybody a pizza.
The space
Pizza.
square jar.
I can't eat
Yeah.
a whole pizza by myself. I don't know how you people can
It
do
would be a
that.
small. It would be personal pizza. We're not getting a huge one. Come on, we're not making money.
Everybody's
That's
getting the reading special from Pizza Hut.
I have pizza in my fridge.
Ooh,
I just had pizza
meatballs
the
and
other
pineapple.
day. Ugh.
So
Okay. So the worm is ganging up on us.
you can see it. It's moving up the topsoil, but you can see the top half of its body as it's churning up the dirt coming to you.
Mask on, and I'm going to use it, channel the magic through the mask with my very large encyclopedia brain of spells and whatnot. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to summon a draconic spirit.
Okay.
It doesn't say what kind of dragon, so I'll let you pick.
All right.
And I'm going to have it summon it 60 feet out in front of the worm that is chasing after us. Give it a bigger target to go after.
Miss Kitty, you feel Tara, in your mind, as you wear this mask, you feel the force of your third eye open through the mask, and as that comes, you see an imprint of your mask coming off of the head of this dragon as it shoots out of your mind, being projected through Terra, through your third eye. And you see what looks like to be etchings, like scanning into real life. This greenish alien-like dragon, no mouth, only a giant eye, staring back, looks over at it.
I feel like I've seen this dragon before.
DM, I
Yes.
forgot something really important about my spell.
Hmm?
That I did a minute ago. On a failed save, it's incapacitated until my next turn.
Okay.
I forgot about that. It's fine. I'm getting
What's the
custody of
spell?
it. Psychic Lance.
Okay.
It's fine. It doesn't have to change anything now. I just realized, so I figured I'd mention it.
Right. Okay. Yeah, no,
And this is a 5th level spell, so okay. I just have to remember it has a 19 armor class.
okay. So yeah. Well, it was, I mentioned it was moving after the turn anyways. So it's on the ground. Well, either way. You were able to hit it. It wasn't underneath the ground, so okay. Continuing on. Miss Kitty, is that your turn?
And bonus action. Can I still cast Hex? Do I have to physically see the body, or can it?
Yep.
I have to wait until it
You are
reaches
85
land
feet
again.
away. What's the distance on Hex?
90.
Is it 90?
Yep, just looked it up because I was going to do it too.
Okay, yeah. So and it's 80 feet, and we're
Okay,
80 feet
you're
from it. So I'm gonna do
85.
that. 85 feet.
Copy
Whatever.
that. No, it all matters.
It does matter, but
The extra
whatever.
5 feet for everything.
This is true.
All right. Ardwar, you're up.
All right. So, well, it's chasing us. How far away is it in this dirt from the vehicle?
85 feet.
85 feet. And the dragon is at how many feet?
60.
However far they fell. Yes, baby, I know all of this.
Okay, so
Oh no. Hold
Nothing
on.
has happened.
I take back the hex because I can only concentrate on one spell. So Wraith, you now know what you can do when it's your turn.
okay, so I'm looking at this. I'm going to not hang out the window anymore because we don't have a roof. So I will suck myself back into the interior. Then looking out at the new dragon that has appeared suddenly, and you changed your face. Neat. At that point, I am going. It's gonna happen. Yeah, so I'm still going to. I'm going to look at the group. How much danger are we in right now?
We could all be eaten.
Okay.
We can all be pooped out.
I'm going to rage.
All right. Please roll me your d20. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
11.
Okay. Let's see here.
Where did we put that? Features and traits? Is that where we put that?
Yeah. 1 second. I'm looking it up right now. Number 11 is when you rage, a tiny plasma. Hold on. I can't read that for some reason. Not allowing me to. Ah, there we go. Number 11. When you rage, a tiny plasmoid being is summoned into existence on your shoulder that shouts encouragement and grants you a D6 inspiration die if you don't already have one, being in existence for 1d8 turns. So you see this little like parrot like you can do it! You can do it! I love you guys! You're rock! You just see that he's just like kissing the top of your head and he's holding on there. He's got like a tiny finger gun and you see it's shooting bubbles.
I really should introduce you to Butters, but we have no time for this. At that point, I'm going to take an attack of 2 attacks of plasmoid finger guns because I don't want to lose my equipment.
Okay.
All right. First one 20. 20.
That hits.
And second one 16. I will use my 6 inspiration.
Okay.
Didn't
You need a 2 or higher.
Of course, I get a 1.
You do unfortunately just miss.
Yep. The first one hits though, and then let's see, it'll do 3 damage, of course.
3 damage. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I did 12 instead. 11 is until your rage ends. You are surrounded by multicolored protective lights, and you gain a +1 to bonus to AC. And while within 10 feet, all of your allies also gain the same bonus. So instead of the little plasmoid, he will go back into you. That we'll just retcon that real fast.
Rewind.
As all of a sudden,
My
all of you
friend!
see Ardwar begin to become a prismatic color, a rainbow, just flashing every time that he moves. A different shade of color emerges. All of you get a +1 AC.
Who fed RG a disco ball this morning?
Aji, probably.
So we
Because
get
you guys are
extra.
all within because you guys are all within 10 feet of him, because you're all in the truck. Everybody in the truck, even Tanish, gains a +1 to the AC that you already have.
Oh, sweet.
All right. Ardwar. Both attacks do miss, unfortunately. Wait, no, 1 did hit.
One
Right?
did hit for for
Yes.
3 damage.
Yeah. That's right. Let me mark that off. Okay. 3 damage. That's your turn.
Now on the turn.
Wraith, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action hex the monster.
All right, you hex him. What ability are you giving him disadvantage in? Any rolls accompanied with you have to pick a type like strength, dex, or con, and any ability checks that he makes are a disadvantage with it.
Con.
Con? Okay.
Yep.
Cover that. That was
And-
smart because he has a 22 for con. He's a hardy boy.
Okay.
He's a big boy.
He's a chunky boy.
Then I'm going to shoot it again.
Okay.
Take it. 16 doesn't hit.
Nope. Do you have any type of you don't have inspiration, but I believe everybody does have. I think only one person has used their chaos die.
I know I haven't yet, so
I thought it was Miss Kitty, but I'm not sure. I thought like last session there was.
No, I still have a chaos die.
Okay. Yeah, everybody still has a chaos die then.
that's a D6.
Yep. So you need a 2 or higher.
I got a 3, so
Fucking nice. You just hit it. Or
okay.
sorry, 1 over. That was a 19.
And I do 23 damage.
Ooh, nice.
Hold on, and then hex damage. 1d6.
Another D6.
So 27 damage
27.
in total.
Alrighty. I thought you got a second attack. No, not yet.
Shouldn't.
Yeah, well, are you a Hexblade?
No.
No? Okay. What type of warlock are you again? Like for the talisman, are you a tome?
Give me a second.
Hexblade?
Don't remember off the top of my head. Gotta pull up my character sheet.
Because you have your regular like celestial, fiend, fey, genie, which are the subclasses, but then you get to pick an archetype type deal like tome. I believe you get more spells.
The fiend.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about like, hold on, I'll look it up. I think it's right here. You are a fiend, pack magic, spell, invocations, pack boon. That's it. You're pack of the blade. So next time you level up, look in your invocations for there's one where it allows you to tack twice on your action.
Yeah.
So just invest in that on your next level up, because at the moment you can't change anything. Oh, you pick, okay. You did the Pact of the Blade first. Thirsting Weapon, that's what it's called. All right. So yep, that is your turn. Good hit. Next up, Vila.
Just a general question. Would this thing be able to hear stuff?
You wouldn't know.
Well, I'm not gonna do that one then, even though I have a feeling that one would be better. I'll do the exact same thing I did last time in that case. Bardic Inspiration, we'll do a roll again.
Okay.
3, 2, Miss Kitty. Things seem to be going well. You've made a crazy dragon. Bardic Inspiration. And then yeah, I'm gonna use my other 5th level spell to do the exact same thing I did last time. Even though I think the other one would work better.
Miss Kitty, those hand signs are so weird with your mask on.
Yeah, intelligence, please.
Okay. 1 second, please.
They'd have to hear.
I don't
No,
think
they
worms
wouldn't.
can hear. Can worms hear? Do worms
don't
have
know.
ears?
They sense vibration through something different.
I mean, alien worms might have ears.
What's your distance on the spell?
120 feet.
Then yeah, it doesn't matter. As long as you're able to cast it, you don't have to shout for it to hear you. It's not a
No. This is a
commanding
different
spell.
different song. Different spell. 60 feet. Oh no, he might be too far away anyway. Never mind. We'll keep with the psychic glance.
Yep, 1 second.
Dissonant Whispers says on it that a deafened creature automatically succeeds on the save. I wanted to do Dissonant Whispers because it makes them run away.
+6 technically because the rod gives me a +1.
Okay.
Bonuses to no, it's not spelled. Wait, would this count as a spell attack?
All right. So 1 second. What level are you casting that at?
5th again.
5th. Okay. And that is the 4th level spell. So you're using your last 5th level and you have another 3 uses of this at 4th.
Yep.
All right. Encounter ends. You guys drive off.
What, seriously?
Yes, because the psychic lance, there's no way of doing it. And if Vila is going to continuously use this, it has a -5, and on a natural 20, it meets it by 1 every time. There's no point in continuing the encounter because it will just continuously to be incapacitated. Another one, Vila has beaten the DM 4th wall break.
You take
I'm
that,
thinking
you worm of death!
I'm thinking logistically, this thing can't do anything, and you guys have gotten 80 feet, it's 120 feet out, it won't be able to catch up at all. And in the way that it's going in the direction that you guys are heading, it's done. So it's just gonna sit there.
Can we have it just follow us?
Tanisha goes, fuck that. Just hyper extends
Miss
it.
Kitty just whistles and calls the dragon to follow them for an hour. I have wasted a spell. Can't use this again until
I noticed
tomorrow,
it as soon as it happened because
Vila.
it's a spell that you have 7 of them, 6 of them in total. No, 5 of them in total. You would be using your second one, it would already be there. And at that point, you'd already be long gone. And by the time it would catch up, it would just continuously happen that way or until it's out of hit points. So at this point, we will just say it goes off. I will note if you guys would have went over the ridge and attempted that all as a group roll, it would have came out and hit all the spikes and skewered itself instantly.
See, I knew it. I thought so. I knew it. Looks like it hurt.
You want to ride a dragon
I
for
will
an
note-
hour?
Really?
Although the session comes down, I have never had so many intelligent players to defeat my encounters.
You're welcome.
I think I've been hanging out with my baby too much because she's now in my mind and she's like, I know how to do it. And I'm proud of that.
He's been reading your DM.
Yeah,
No.
she's been reading your DMs.
You want to see my DM notes? Womp, 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 womp.
It's okay. One of our failures led on to me stomping a phoenix, so I am willing to take any type of flack we create in any of this. It seems to be working.
Ow, ow, ow. I just stepped on a tack.
Why is there a attack?
I don't know. I think my poster. That's right. The wind blew too hard today and knocked the tack off of my poster. Ow.
Well, damn.
DM takes 10 points of literal damage. Oof.
Be right back.
After giving you like about 5 to 10 points of psychic damage, this must be doing real bit of a tough one.
I will note also the truck actually only had 40 more hit points left, so the fact that this happened was a very good thing. But you guys continue on because I wanted you guys to get thirsty and try to walk through a desert. Yeah. unimpeded, you guys get to the outer ridge of this kind of canyon that looks down, and at the bottom of the canyon and the ridge that goes all the way at the base of these, sorry, I'm having the hiccups of like these mesa type looking cave cavern walls, very tight knit. You can see what looks like to be some type of oil outpost that's happening. You can see it because there's a giant flame that's coming from a giant tower.
Didn't we say one side was easier to sneak into? Was that a thing? I think that was a thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna. Are we going to sneak into that, whatever that is?
I mean, we could always go bring that worm back over here and have them destroy the base. Destroy the base.
I don't think we can make. I don't think we can make friends with that.
I'm not saying we make friends with a worm.
But
Are you like suggesting that we lure it
Yes.
and then it attacks their place?
Yes.
I feel like this could go really great or really terrible, but
I feel like it could go really terrible.
You always think it's going to be terrible.
Well, that's because so far it has been.
I really just want to go and kick them in the shins, but do we even know why? We're just supposed to make them leave, and never return, right? Is that the idea?
They would have left in a book bag.
The thing is, I think the worm, they might return. Like, I'm trying to go for the. We said we'd try to make them never return.
Hey, Tanish, is there a way to draw it?
You're cutting in and out. I didn't hear that. What?
Is there a way to draw in the worm?
You want to go back for that?
No. No, I don't want. I want to bring the worm to the base. Have it attack the base. Like, is there something that we can put in the base that will draw it in?
Apparently likes trucks. Does it have a lot of trucks in it?
I mean,
Is there such thing as worm repellent that they might have at the base?
no, not that I would know. I don't know what's at their place. I know that we didn't pack for this. I wasn't expecting to run into this monstrosity.
That just shows that you haven't been around as long. You should
I
always
haven't
expect
been.
the worst to happen.
I don't travel outside of the city, honey. This whole. I got out of the desert long when I was a child. I rather stick to a higher society than the dirt and dust.
Yes, but I'm just saying, when you travel with us, you should just expect the worst to happen. Like, we've seen a space dragon, we've seen planets explode.
Well, we caused
bases explode.
the base to explode.
There's no video proof of that. There's no video proof of that.
No, but I have memory.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Didn't you basically blow yourself up? How do you remember any of it?
No. This was a separate.
I'm just saying.
I didn't blow myself up. I blew up, but it wasn't. I didn't cause that shit.
No, not one of those times you died. I was talking about Wraith blowing himself up. That was a thing.
I have yet to blow myself up.
I was there. I watched you. I watched you do that.
Now, if you're talking about Miss Kitty blowing me up, yes, that's happened. That's happened a couple times.
No. You
but we don't
the
bring
pod
this up.
thing, and You blew up the pod thing in your face. I remember. I was there. You blew up the pod thing in your face.
I lowered the shield. I mean, the defenses down. Miss Kitty blew it up.
I have a different recollection than you on this one. But
I have nothing that I can use to make something explode.
Okay, so we can't make this place explode. And there's a ton of people. I remember we remember that there was like tons of people on the report. I guess the question is, do we go in there and do we just go in there and punch everyone or blow them up because you have things to explode them a bit? Or do we I guess I didn't think about using the worm to do that, but I guess it's possible.
Can we capture one of their vehicles? I might have. I think I have another idea.
Well,
we turned one of their vehicles into a RC car, then lead the worm to the base.
Huh.
Think about it.
Look, here's the problem with that whole thing. Is that those spells that I made it not do stuff last for 6 fucking seconds. And I only got 3 more of those shits. Other than that, we're just dodging attacks. If we're trying to lure it. We would probably die.
That's why I said RC car.
Meh.
Remote control.
Where would we be in all of this? Are we just
somewhere safe where their worms wouldn't be?
How the fuck are we going back to base? We have to go through that.
That's why I said we capture one of their vehicles.
I didn't think about that last part, and yeah, that's still there, isn't it? Oh, crud.
I mean, we can always see if the captain will fly out here and pick us up if we destroy the vehicle.
Great. You've met the captain.
Well,
he'll come from Miss Kitty.
Fair enough.
That's the thing about it this way. If Miss Kitty's not around, he has to do all the paperwork. You've seen how he is with paperwork.
Yeah.
Well, is there even a vehicle we can steal? Let's look around here. Is there something we can gank from these folks?
I mean, most
I
likely.
do it like an investigation to see what's around us in the absolute nothingness.
Well, we can see down there. I'm hoping we can see if there's a vehicle out and about.
Oh, great DM. How far away up from the base are we?
120 feet off of the ridge. It's at the bottom where you guys are positioned.
And can we see any vehicles laying around from our current position?
Sorry, what?
Can we see any vehicles laying around in their base in our
I mean,
current
yeah,
position?
there's tons. But you'd have to get down there. And you do see people currently down there. It's an active site. It's not like it's not. Like,
And there's no straggler vehicles. I guess that's what we're looking for. Is there anybody out in the periphery?
I mean, there's some side vehicles, but again, it's places can be seen from there. Can sneak in, that's how you feel, but you'd have to try and do that.
All right. We still got the armor from those, from them. I say maybe we just put on the armor and go in and blow stuff up or kick the living crap out of them, whatever we have to do. It's an oil field. You can light it, you can blow it up, can't you? I watched you blow up things in your face.
I prefer living.
Well, But
and fire tends to burn.
Finish also says that that would ignite all the oil that's underneath the ground. The devastational blast would kill everybody if that was tried. There's a way to do it, but you'd have to shut off the main feed line, and then you're able to blow up the factory.
Do we know where the main feed line is?
She was just going to because there's a plan in a sense that there's oil refineries like these are all built basically the same way. So it's like, okay, you can get to the control site, but we'd have to sneak in, get all that stuff. And what she was understood from the stuff was you guys were going to sneak in using the uniforms. And she has a way of, as she like presses her little lapel, the suit that she sees you guys holding turns into it. So it's like, I thought we were sneaking in.
well, it seems like that seems like the most reasonable plan. Let's go do.
Let's sneak.
Okay. Miss Kitty, we're gonna need you to put on a uniform. Even though you say you probably wouldn't want it to.
We're going to take a break here and wait for Miss Kitty to get back. So, everybody, we'll see you soon. Bye. Thank you for the break. Last we left off, these guys were looking over the ridge, 120 feet off of the canyon side, over this oil refinery off the edge cliff of this Mesa Mason, if you will. So, talks of possibly sneaking in or taking the vehicle and stealing it from them and then luring the worm back to here. What do you guys want to do?
Wait, so we're at the base already? I kind of missed a little bit.
Yep.
It's been 2 days already?
Well, I mean, uninterrupted.
Okay.
The worm would have been left behind, and at that point, there's enough to keep off everything. That was a scenario where I rolled in at 20, my first one on Jean-Luc's page. I could not get past it. It's a physically impossible scenario, so the encounter kind of has to fizzle out at that point. So it's just one of those things where, cool, you guys unlocked another feature where you're able to just kind of go, haha.
As you see, I have put on my suit already because I think we're going to sneak in.
I see.
We're on the west side, right, of the compound? Or was it? Yeah, because the west side would be a good is not as what was it? as well
If-
guarded as the other sides from what Miss Kitty has gathered.
That
From when
sounds like a
She
that
did a
sounds like
mind
a good
probe.
sign.
There are 5 of us here, aren't there? Manny's not with us.
No. But yeah, we have a
It's you four and Tanish, so there's
Yes.
5.
So we could all, because I think disguises might have been the way we were suggesting, we can all yeet ourselves off this cliff, and I can make sure we don't die on the way down, and that we're just in the camp.
again, I'm not putting that stinky, smelly, god awful.
Got disguise things on. We've got things that disguise us, don't we?
uniform on me. I draw the line at that.
How did we disguise ourselves on the plasmoid planet? How did we do that? What did we use?
We had cloaking devices, but we really didn't disguise ourselves per se because we kind of failed that because it was
Well,
just like,
we were
oh, the jig.
disguised, and then I was just like, by the way, we're aliens.
Yeah.
So
So and the jig was up. The jig was up. So, but we have our suits. If we're wearing our suits, they have like a disguise self thing, but we're not wearing our suits that have the disguise self thing.
I mean, you want. So you are.
What do I have on me? I have.
I want a potion of invisibility at an eating contest.
You
A
guys
while
have
back.
all the suits enough for everybody. That's
Yeah.
why there were 4 people down in the basement. There's 4 of you. Tanish can automatically make one herself.
Yeah, but
So
Miss Kitty doesn't want to put it on.
Yeah, Miss Kitty doesn't want to put it on. She's being
Oh.
stubborn right now.
What
And-
what other suggestion do you have for we could sneak you in as a prisoner, but they might murder you.
Mm-hmm.
Put on the suit and you get to take an extra long tub when you get back.
I don't know. Just I got a bad feeling about sneaking in. Because I know that's gonna go wrong. Because there's a lot of people in this.
Well, Wraith's plan was we sneak in, we turn off the connection to oil from the rest of the planet, so it's just in this location, and then we blow this location up. So, like, as long as we get to that first bit done, after that, it doesn't matter if we're caught, because we'll be going. Vroom.
That was one of my plans.
Was that not the plan we were going with? I thought
mean-
that was the plan we were going.
That I had that plan. I had the worm plan.
Honestly, the worm would be a good distraction. It would help us with sneaking in. But that would be too much of a risk trying to get the worm to follow us because we would have to be at a consistent
I mean,
distance playing honestly cat and mouse. So
Well, the
And-
thing about that, again, Sugar, if we do the destruction of this plant and we do not shut off this, there will be a crater the size of 200 miles in a radius. There's enough oil under this ground to put a crater on the planet.
and we don't want to do that because we weren't asked
So if
to
we do
that.
this, either 2 things are happening. We go in there, we do that, but at that point we're already done. Or we split the group up. One goes back to try to find the worm, lead it back here while the others go in. How do you want to play it?
Has it been another day? Is this a new day?
This is a new day.
Oh, thank God.
2 days to get
Oh.
there, and
Okay,
there was
yeah,
only
that's what-
one big
that's-
thing out there was the worm. And
That's what I
honestly,
was
if the
asking.
thing even came back, Vila just like, hey, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I
Okay.
hate you, you giant wiggly worm.
I hit you with the glowy stick. You've been hit with the stick. I vote on going to go get the worm because I'm not that stealthy. I'm really not.
So you vote for splitting the pie.
I mean,
Okay.
I vote for splitting the party, and I also volunteer as getting the
Tribute.
worm. Yeah. I volunteer as sacrifice. Take me.
volunteering as
I-
tribute.
I think you probably need to take Vila with you because actually getting the worm to cooperate.
Well, the thing is that if I go with Miss Kitty, I'm the best, like, equal best talker in the group. So, like, if you guys get found out in there, you're gonna have a better chance of not being immediately killed if I'm with you.
If we get
brains.
found out, we're probably gonna get killed anyway.
Just word of advice. These people do not have empathy. They do not have sympathy. They are brain dead. And they only know one thing and one thing only. That's to follow orders. And that's it.
Yeah. And I can be very convincing with orders if I need to. And
It
also,
does-
I'm pretty sure. Hang on a second. Just let me.
Did we ever figure out who's in charge?
Oh, I don't have tongues. I have sending. That's not really helpful.
I didn't even think they talked much.
They don't talk
They
much.
don't.
Well, then what are we waiting? It doesn't matter then. They're not even going to ask us anything anyway. We'll be in the suits.
That doesn't really mean that they're not gonna try to question us.
My vote is also for the opposite direction, so I wouldn't be wanting to go back to get the work either way.
One big brain goes with the party that wants to sneak in. Other big brain, as she points to herself, will go get worm. Having a slight distraction would probably better our chances of the infantry team to go in and turn off the facility. So, and also give you a chance to be and also good cover to sneak out if need be. So,
Oh,
Do we
DM,
have
got a question.
schematics?
yes, we do have schematics as me and Tinish have worked on doing makes digital copies sent to everybody.
Oh, DM, I have a question. From observing their base, are they having any like patterns for their patrols?
Child.
From observing
ahead.
from where we are there any set patterns? Like moments we could slip, a small person
So,
slip through
okay,
lines.
are you guys trying to stay here longer than needed? Like, are you guys going to spend some time and stake out this place? Is that what you're trying to say?
I would feel better verifying information from a distance before just trying to charge in.
I can agree with that. That makes sense.
Okay. How long would you want to say that for? Would you want to take a long rest here and say gather up that much, or short rest, an hour, or
I would say long rest.
long rest? Yeah. Everybody down for that? Okay. Everybody please make me a perception check.
Ow! Child, you made me roll in that one.
The D4,
12.
23.
Beans is trying to get behind my computer screen, but it's not the computer screen that he normally gets behind, and he's pulling stuff out from behind there.
I have a +10 to my perception, and I rolled a 2.
I have a +9 and I rolled a 1, so like I feel
You
you
got
there.
a 10, a 12,
A 12.
23.
23. Con?
I had 12 that you said.
12. Okay. So going through everybody that rolled above a 10 would see the outside workings of like the outer fence. You see a small patrol. It's staggering, kind of like it's like one of those moments where, like, when one troop takes a corner, another troop takes a corner, but you're not really sure of the timing because there's different intervals. Everybody else also, all of you can see rather, 2 airships has come down. They've loaded that on. Another day's worth of oil gone. 2 ships up. Miss Kitty. Yeah, you can fucking, you got, it's Assassin's Creed style with Odin's sight. Everybody illuminates red, even through the walls that you can see inside. And it's like, okay, you got like 7 guys inside at the moment. That's wait, no, it's changing to 12, and now outside everybody seems to be in a patrol of 2. Sorry, in a patrol of 4, but it has distance in between them. So like small groups of 4 with like a 20-foot gap in between each one, and then a larger gap in between the next group of 4. Just to kind of stagger it. They all hit combinations of points. You do see an area outside. There's a vehicle that they want to go grab that instead of using your guys's one to go get the worm. Go, perfect. You also see that the most that are inside of the compound of the oil rig is usually 15 to 20 max at a time, and you see that it gets more lessened towards like the nighttime, because you see like everybody's more on the outer doing their outer patrols, and because there's not really much to do after the airships are gone, it calms down. But before then, so it would be losing another day's worth of oil underneath here, or go in a little bit early, because like more people are outside and you can see a way to go through. It would lessen the DC overall for the group stealth roll. It would go from a 20 to, I would have to deem this about a 17 DC.
Miss Kitty relays everything you just told me to the party, because I'm not putting that in my own words. I'm brain
Okay.
dead now.
So it'd be better for us to wait to go in then.
At night, yeah.
Yes. Always sneak in under the cover at night. Looks at Rogue.
Darkness is always your friend.
Looks at the Rogue.
Why are you looking at me every time you say that?
Well, let's go
Looks at the
then.
Rogue.
Ma'am, I have accomplished the basic and advanced stealth classes at the Guild Academy.
There's a Rogue Academy?
You need to
It's
confirm or
called-
deny that.
Rogue One is there.
It's
You
Rogue
do not speak of
101.
Rogue One.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we'll wait till night and we'll sneak in. Great.
It is morning time, so it would be waiting another day.
Oh, darn. I guess
Because that just happened and you guys just watched the ships go up. So the next time would be this time tomorrow.
Yes.
Another chess tournament while we wait.
I think we go take that vehicle. When do you want to go take the vehicle? You can go. If we gotta wait a day anyway, go get
The worm?
Go get the worm, and we'll get.
Yeah,
we'll,
let's go get the worm. Gotta go get the worm.
Okay, who's going to get the worm?
Not me.
Well, Tanish probably has to go because she has to drive.
Yeah, we don't let Miss Kitty drive.
We'll make sure that nothing happens up here.
Let's go.
Fine. Let's go.
All right.
Miss Kitty, make me a stealth check.
I'm not stealthy at all. Where is my stealth anyway? Oh, I got a +7.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah.
I got a nat 1.
Okay.
She falls down the cliff.
Mila, did you forget to do something?
She rolled before I had a chance to give her that against Bird.
Or
Oh
guidance.
no.
Abuse the guidance. Abuse
Okay.
And the chaos begins.
Oh, well, there we go.
Can I give her one of my luck points?
It doesn't work that way. I wish it worked that way, but it doesn't work that way.
You can give her your chaos die.
Yeah, I'll give her my chaos.
Oh
die.
wait, I have one.
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna use
I'm
it.
I'm the only
Okay.
one that doesn't have one now.
All right,
What's
so
the
I
DC that she has to hit?
17.
Okay,
Oh, you're
so
17.
So she's at 8 at the moment.
8. I got 8 KSI, so roll. It says cast. I roll 2d6 for any roll.
1.
1d6.
1d6.
I can make it.
8. Ooh, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 plus a d4 for the talisman.
17.
15.
What do you?
And you can have my chaos die if you haven't.
I'll
reached
use
it.
another talisman. There you go. I'm at 17.
Okay.
Oh, okay, bye-bye chaos die. That was
Oh,
scary.
Good, because the alarms and everything was about to go off, and yeah, the plan would have been right
All
then
for
and there.
naught.
You guys are able to get to the car. Tanish goes through. You can see that she's trying to get. Yeah, let's go.
Things to see. All right.
You do notice that your guys' Humvee was faster. This is about 10 miles an hour slower.
Yeah, but our Humvee doesn't have a roof.
This one does have a long cable in the back as well.
Well, that's
So you
interesting.
can like what it's like a
You could,
cable
like
towing.
leash the worm.
I guess.
Take one of the bodies.
What bodies?
You don't
The
remember I
bodies
brought
are
one?
no, the
One of the
bodies are back
soldiers.
at the
We didn't
bodies are
take them.
back.
We didn't take them
We
with
did
us.
not bring them.
They're
Remember?
still
Did
alive,
someone
chained
stuff
up.
John Luke's body in a?
I brought one of the
cupboard?
people along with us.
We didn't bring anybody with us because that would
No.
have been very stupid.
They were chained up and alive. They're not dead. So
Yeah. We didn't take anybody with us. We couldn't take anybody with us. Alrighty. We're gonna go find a worm. Very big worm.
all right.
Oh dear
Make me an
lord.
investigation check.
Investigation check.
All of you guys don't hear alarms, and Miss Kitty hasn't gotten back to you, but that should be a good thing, just for the fact that nothing bad seems to be going off right now.
I just got like binoculars watching.
Hand binoculars.
I got a
Yeah,
15.
hand binoculars help you see better. Because there's
I'm
nothing in
I'm
there,
looking
those
through-
make you see better.
Okay, Heidi
I'm looking through weirdly plasmoid shaped hands that I have made now that have kind of looked like this. Like
Yeah, can Archie have an advantage on making on looking at her pocket to make sure she's okay? Because of his goo making lenses.
Well, he's not with her. She's gone.
No, I'm
No. He's watching so that we know that she's gone.
Oh, I mean, you guys, if you were watching, then you would see the dust leaving from that side. And as the dust settles, the troop comes up at that moment and don't see anything unusual at the moment.
Cool. Then we're gonna wait until nightfall, and
You're all going to get the worm. Go get the worm. We're gonna have to. It's gonna take you time to get there.
How
Oh,
close?
Tanish and Pocket were whoever
got-
was going to get the worm had to leave with them. So it's only them two.
Yeah.
The three of you are together.
Oh,
So-
okay. Oh, great. Good. Yeah, all right. Fine.
We forgot to ask Miss Kitty how close the nearest. I mean, how far the patrols actually went, because I wasn't paying attention.
No. She told all of us. She gave us
Yeah,
the run through.
just
I
because
already-
you weren't listening doesn't mean we weren't listening.
Okay,
Yeah.
then how? Okay. So, when was? Where's the nearest? How far out do they go out on patrol?
There's 2 sets of 2. It is a group of 4 that make it look like it's staggered, but it's not.
Yes, but I want to know how far away. What's the limit of patrolling around the base? So we could actually get close enough to actually
Relays
sneak
the
in.
distance that we were told.
Okay.
I also want to put on, as we wait, one of those suits, because just in case we run into problems, I'm putting on one of those suits from that we brought along.
Miss Kitty, on the first couple hours, you don't end up finding anything. Please make me another investigation check.
He's sitting around doing nothing.
I don't have any
You're
illusions.
kind of just going like
19.
19.
Yep.
You do get a hint on something underneath the ground, very large.
I'm tapping Tanish's arm.
Is it here?
It's under us.
Well then, alrighty. At this point on the second one, it has to be about halfway through the day. So by the time you guys get back, it would be nighttime. If you have sending, you can do that. Message is too far at the moment.
I do have sending,
Okay.
and it's
Tanish
unlimited.
turns it around, punches it, and you see she goes, "Hang on!" And as she goes to hit the thrusters, you see her go back and forth with it as you hear the thrusters. Boom, 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 boom. You can see the dust flowing from underneath it as sound waves begin to go, and you hear the ground begin to rumble. She punches it. It is slower. You can see the ground.
Honestly, this is best if it's a little slower.
This worm looks a little bit different than the other one.
Mm-hmm.
It is the same type, same look and everything. It is a bit smaller.
Oh, it's a baby.
You can see this thing is cruising. It goes to take a stab at the vehicle and misses. Tanish, at this point, I'm just ruling that she's just you're
Miss Kitty's
about an
hanging on for
hour
dear
out,
life.
and this thing is still going strong.
I'm going to kind of egg it on a little bit, and with some magic missile.
Okay.
Just so it can like keep baiting it.
Have
So,
you sent the
well,
word out? Because you're about
yeah, I
an
did.
hour out, and the thing. Okay, so everybody, whoever you
Coming in
send
hot.
it to,
I'm going to send it to Vila, because I feel like if I send it to Wraith or RG, It's gonna be like the game
It's
Telephone.
interpreted.
Yeah. It's a baby. It's a baby. Coming in hot. We're an hour away. Get ready. I can't think of anything else to say. There you go.
You got 5 words left for those.
All right. So you guys get the message knowing that it's an hour out, which means that there's a time limit on this. It is time to go. All of you geared up and ready.
5
I'm
words.
going-
You said I had 5 words?
Yeah, 5 words.
Listen for roar.
Awesome. Let's go, guys. We've got an hour to get in and turn everything off so that we can blow this place up.
All right.
Okay.
So we're going in?
Making our way to the west side.
Making my way.
Head over to the west side of this oil rig, disguised and all. I would like everybody to please make me a stealth check with advantage. The DC for this is going to be the DC is lowered because of the suits. Advantage is given because of that. It's a DC 15.
Oh God, I am going to use a chaos die.
Don't fuck up RG.
You rolled 1. You're supposed to roll 2.
What?
Did you roll 2?
I rolled an advantage.
Oh, a 5 and a 1. Oh,
Yeah, both are awful.
rough.
So we are gonna then roll a
What's
6.
Wraiths?
My chaos.
30.
That's a 4.
Well, the group
s-
carried you, considering one's a 30, one's a 24. So you kind of keep your head ducked down in between Vila and Wraith as you guys are all moving through. You pass about 3 or 4 groups of guards heading towards the middle. You do notice that there is one thing about your group that's a little off. There's 3 of
There's
you,
3 of
not
us.
4 of you. And on top of it, you guys aren't holding the same type of weaponry, but no one's second guessing it. The suits that you see are all bright, like green, like yours, because it's got the neon flourish, which means that they're lower ranking. But you do notice that some of them have like batons and whatnot, but they're on their side. They're not holding anything, so it's not like they're stopping you. Like, where's your weapon? As of yet, it could have been bad. But you guys make it over to the oil rig section. You do get to the door. It is currently locked, and there's a card swiping system. None of you have any cards. Wraith, you do have your pickpocketing tool, and with that, because it's a tech thing, you do have like one of those data cards that you can swipe, and it has your own little pass, like typing pad on it, so you can try and figure out stuff. So if you want to try to pick the lock using your tools, that is accompanied upon it.
Question: is there like an air vent going into that spot?
Investigation.
Can I assist him with that? Or make
This
my own
is a
investigation?
on the spot. Everything is going very quickly because anything can happen at any moment. This is by himself.
13.
13. You do see a series of events, 3 of them side by side. You look like you can see into them. One goes straight to the left, one goes straight and goes down, one goes straight and to the right.
Okay. Argue, we might need you for a backup plan if this goes wrong.
Okay, looks
But
fittable.
okay.
Before
Wraith does anything, I'm just gonna like put my hand on his shoulders, like, you're not even an apprentice baddie. You're just a baddie. You got this.
I'm not sure if that was an insult or not.
It was. It wasn't. You got a bardic inspiration of a D10.
I'm not familiar with Batty either. I want to look when we're back at the ship.
So that will be a
24.
24.
Yep. You easily just go, okay, as you type in, and you go into the pad and you're like, did you realize before, like, they're not the most intelligent group. So you just go, you know what? I fucking wonder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop, boop, boop. No way. You're just like, I did it. Okay, didn't even need that. Okay, cool. You go through. Just the door seals begin to boom, 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 boom as the doors kind of open up for you. You do notice at that point that there is a group coming up, and as they go up and stop to look at you, they see the doors opening and continue on. If you would have failed that roll, you would have possibly been found. So as we continue on, everybody make another stealth check for me.
With
Miss Kitty,
advantage
you do
again, or
know.
no?
Wait, Miss Kitty's not there. The rest of you do know that Miss Kitty said that there would be between 10 to 15 people during the day, 15 to 20 at night.
So
And sorry,
With advantage again?
yes.
so 29.
18.
18,
24.
24. Copy that. All of you. Yeah, no. Everybody rolled over a 20.
No, 18.
18. Okay, copy that. You all are heading in. Everyone kind of even passes you, and you see quick looks as it's marching. And you guys kind of get into the repetition of it too. Like, you guys know when to do the things because it's like, it's very unified. It's like, this is so, like, these guys are fucking they're gone. They're just one prime directive, must always follow orders. So
My dad would have loved this, but I'm not there. But
you knew of the vocal platoon. Your father even said that it's a horrendous act against everything.
it is.
They
but-
outlawed their rulings, but because of the longevity, people are able to live longer due to certain things. They no longer take the people, right? Because now they have a society where they have, like, that's just, when I explain that everybody at home as well, because I didn't do it that well, that was millennia ago that happened. Now they are here, but they're still alive and still around. And basically it's just like their bodies are in like a giant iron lung, but that's their suits, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Your guys's are younger, so they haven't gotten to the point that they need the suits. So that's why they're kind of normal.
Alex.
So you guys head through and get to the main control center. Now here's the tricky part. Nobody knows what to do here. It's all button mashing now. Unless somebody can make me a DC 20 intelligence check.
Looking at Vila.
Can it be an investigation specifically?
I will note while you look at, what are your languages?
I have I have comprehend languages, so if I can't understand it, I will cast that on myself before doing an
Because
investigation.
it is primordial in a sense.
Oh, I
Someone
speak
does-
primordial.
Oh, do you?
I do.
On here, you do see different things. You don't know what they mean, but you can read it.
Oh, nice. I understand this. Kinda.
Can I comprehend languages and then do an investigation?
Both of you make an investigation check.
All right.
Oh, I didn't know I could do that.
11.
20.
Okay, so first off, Archwar, you see a big button that says off. Vila, you go through and see, find a manual, and as soon as you start reading the manual, if you go to try and press the off button right away, it will have a catastrophic malfunction before turning off the other valves in a sequence.
Do not press the off
Archwar
button
kind of just goes,
yet.
"Oh, this one," and you kind of just like stop him in a sense.
There are steps to it. You can't just press that one.
At
You
this
gotta
moment,
do foreplay with the machine.
This one's
at this
involved,
moment,
right?
It will be at the end.
There's one door in. All of you are in here, and this will take a sequence of 1 minute, 10 turns. we're going to speed run this and make sure. So what we're going to do is, Vila, because I am still a bad individual and haven't gotten it to you yet. 1 second. Sorry. Custom skills. Go ahead and roll me a d20 and add your proficiency. Technology is intelligence, right, everybody?
Yes.
For me.
Yes.
Intelligence proficiency, and I'm going to get all the stuff in for you. I'm so sorry, mother.
Fine. Natural 20 plus 4 plus 2, so 26.
So I'm not even going to make you need to roll the rest of these because it's all the same thing. And since you knocked it out of the park on the first roll, it's one of those things like, all right, so here we go. You do, and instead of even needing to have anybody watch, it takes you less than a minute. I'd say probably 30 seconds. And in that point,
This shit was
there's no
made
real.
for a bard. It makes nice noises when you do it right.
Do I at least get to hit the off button here?
You
I
do look at
will-
Archwar if you're
I
ready
will
to
let
hit
RG press the off button, yeah.
it. It is
Okay, good.
when I'm talking about a big red button, I'm talking like as big as my head.
So the red button from Monsters versus Aliens, that big red button.
Sure.
Okay. Because that's a big ass button.
As it begins to we're back. You guys glitching on my side. Yep, you hear everything beginning to kind of wind down at this. It's already at a low pitch, winding like ooh as it keeps going lower, and you do hear people begin to, what the hell is going on? At this point, it has only been about 45 minutes. You're gonna need the amount of time to try to get out of here. So, everybody make me another stealth check. I will note, Vila, on the natural 20, you are able to, on the last one, bust the last valve. You tighten it one or unloosen it one last time until it snaps. There's no way for them to turn this back on at the moment.
Is
They
this
have
at
to
advantage
fix it.
still, or
Oh,
is this at
was it still
advantage
an advantage?
For
The stealth.
Yes, you guys are.
Thank fuck, because
Are you guys moving quickly or
no?
taking your
Well,
time? Because this actually
I don't
does
see
actually,
this
thank you for bringing this up for me, because now thinking about it, it would be more of a situation. Do you take your time getting out of here and almost be in the radius, or are you hastily going? Because if so, not advantage. If
We move.
not, with advantage.
I vote we're moving at the same speed as
Yeah.
every rest of the patrols.
I
When-
agree.
we're not trying to
Okay.
run it.
Okay.
Let's go, gingerly.
Until shit goes wrong.
The DC is still 15.
What's your roll?
At the moment, yes.
Okay, cool. I met like the first roll I did was a nat 1, the second one was a 9, so I'm at 15 at the moment. So it's like, I should just make sure because I got a nat 20 on the thing that turns it off, but getting out of here I might be fucked.
Yeah.
21.
I rolled in that one and then 12. So
We both rolled nat
7,
1s on the
yeah.
first one.
yeah.
Okay. Good thing
So
for
glad
this.
I'm not there.
I will say you have about half the amount of time and still a good amount of distance to get through. That's going through the building, and now it's the open out courtyard area to get outside of here. Please roll me one last group stealth check. And now I ask, are you doing this hastily or are you doing this as stealth?
Do we notice any? What do we notice outside first?
Outside, people are rushing. You do. I will know at this point, as you guys are outside and you're good a little ways away from the building.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking book it.
Time
No.
limit.
Hold on. Is there any area that out of the way that's like dimly lit?
I mean, it's nighttime. It's kind of all dimly lit, technically, even with streetlights. In any area that you really say.
I'm gonna cast darkness over a street lamp, and then point at look at another patrol and point that direction.
Okay, make me a deception check, please. With it, I won't say advantage, but the I will give you a +5 with your roll for the addition of darkness.
16.
16. Okay.
Background noise.
Right. They all rush off towards the other direction. I rolled a natural 7, and it is a +5 to the roll. You beat them.
Let's get out of here.
Has it been an hour?
Is somebody? I hear somebody in the background possibly talking, or somebody has something on, like ticky-talkie.
About a cafe,
Yeah,
or
got a cafe.
Cafe.
I hear something about a cafe too, so I'm not crazy.
Is somebody
so.
trying to order something?
I do not know, but you guys are able to get out of the area. At this point, Miss Kitty, you are able to send a regular message instead of sending at this point because you're close enough. I will note Tanisha looks at you and go, on the way over during that hour, we'll say we'll kind of backtrack a little bit. And she goes, sweetie, this ain't gonna be good. We're gonna have to jump at some point.
So as soon as we're gonna get ready to jump, she kind of grabbed Miss Tanish. I'm going, well, let's do something that we didn't get to do last time. Mask on, summons dragon.
Okay.
Roar! That's the signal.
You guys hear the roar, and you guys are bordering the edge of the line. I will ask for acrobatics saving throws from everybody, or sorry, dexterity saving throws, not acrobatics.
What if I want to flourish?
If you wish to fail this, you are more than welcome.
I'm gonna use a lucky.
And do I see it happening?
Oh,
Do I
I'm
see it
about to
coming?
get to that, but I just wanted everybody to get their rolls in first so I can
What's the
narrate what
DC?
I see it
you will
coming?
find that out in a second.
DM, do I need to roll 2 or no?
Hey, 10.
You are rolling
Or
a
no,
dex
8.
save as well out of the car.
22 for me.
Ooh, nice.
Nat
Because I
fucking 20.
fuck yeah.
23.
Okay. Tanish got a 19 +4, so she definitely is up there with you. So we got Vila, Tanish, and Miss Kitty over a 20. We have Arjwar with an 8. And what's Rate Fab?
1 second. It's acting up.
I'm surprised we didn't get
24.
new dice this month.
24. Okay, so everybody but Arjwar rolled over a 20 for this. So you, Miss Kitty, you and Tanish jump out of the speeder as it continues off. You, at the same time, hop onto the back of the dragon, and good thing you do, because touching the ground would have also activated its tremor sense and possibly weaned it off to the other way. You will able to. All of you see as a flying dragon hovers over this gouge or you know, the
Gorge.
Mesa Plat gorge, and you all see and hear first off the trembling as this head of this worm burrows out tremor style off the side of this mesa, and you see the whole of it eat the entirety of this oil rig. And as you do, not flame, the black rain begins to shine down as this oil is being spewed everywhere.
Do I want my dragon to do the thing? As my mind kind of connects to everybody, do you want me to do the thing?
I
It
just
is
tripped on the
thing?
ground.
No, that was the whole point of them shutting it off.
Okay.
You do see it's like one giant gush, and then it flows down, and once it hits level, you can just see this giant, or it's a 20-foot crater that goes straight down, and the oil has bubbled up to a certain point about 5 feet before the edge of it, because of all the oil exploded. But it was a big, like, there's, when I'm talking about the Great Lakes amount of oil under the ground, that's how much
That's a
shot
lot.
up. There's still a lot, and the buoyancy of the oil isn't allowing it to overflow like that here, because it's already a low point of gravity that's keeping it down. So it's kind of like one giant explosion of oil. Everybody's covered in black nastiness. But hey, you do still have your speeder up at the top with no roof and 2 days to get back with a successful, I would honestly say as well, there are no survivors here. Easily everything was eaten in one bite.
Feel a little bit bad.
They were dicks. I don't feel bad.
Yeah, but
Even
they were
with-
also
through their
taking a good.
history, everybody has been enlightened to, they're absolutely dicks, but at the same time, they were doing something incredibly illegal. So regardless of it, it's like, you know what? You guys might have been tried and killed anyways, because this is like intergalactic warfare on other planets. You're stealing precious resources for your own
Especially
gain.
from Oops.
No, no one knows that we
The
were
old-
here.
Omega Polystraeus.
Oops.
Polystraeus is one word.
Oops.
It should be oopsic. Oopsic.
Nope. Oops.
It should be oop.
oopsic.
There should be no S.
Oops.
There should be
no.
no S. It should be oop.
Ook.
Ook. That's even worse. We'll stick to Oops.
Oop. But you guys take 2 days to travel back uninterrupted, due to that the only thing that was in this region currently was the worm. And now it's over in another area. That's a whole nother thing that's happening currently right now.
Feasting on oily blaze.
Well,
Taking an oil
yes
bath.
and no. Yes and no. It's loving it. It's having a good old bath.
It's
Getting
having an
all-
oil bath.
Oh,
It's
that's
living
fine,
the
can't
good
be
life.
all wet. You
Means it
guys
can
get the
slide
2
through
days.
the sand better.
You get the 2 days there. And when you get back, you see that on the table was the hollow pad, and you can see that they had in real time watching the entirety of it, and you just see Papa's just like, I loved it, and the captain's just looking at you, go, that was impressive. Oh, this is definitely good. And he looks at him and goes, you got to give us 5 stars. And he goes, I've already put in my, as soon as I saw it, it happened.
Can I see that data pad with the video?
Yeah, well, it's on the table and he just plays it back and you see it as it.
Can I walk up to the table and I want to try to delete the video?
Make me a tech check.
Why?
Can,
I want to
while
smack
he's
his hand
doing
away.
that, can I secretly make a copy of it?
Make me a tech check.
Okay.
It's a contested check.
Tech
check.
Can
Yes.
Wraith have disadvantage because I'm trying to smack his hand away?
I am not trying to get. I'll actually say the reason why I'm doing it afterwards, but
So you both end up doing that. So at this
44.
point,
I got a 44. I got a 24.
yes, and Wraith also got a 24. Wait, no, you made a deck save on that. It's supposed to be a tech check.
I accidentally touched the wrong thing.
Okay. Gotta be a 24.
11.
Miss Kitty makes a copy for a highlight reel for herself. None of you, well, you didn't do it stealthily. I will say
I
everybody's
I said,
at
can I
that.
secretly make a copy of it?
Okay,
while
well,
he's doing that?
okay, then make me a sleight of hand because
Can I
you
do
made
sleight of
the
hand?
well. You've already you did technology.
Yeah.
You successfully make it. I will say in the end. This is whether or not people will see you do it or not. Nobody sees her do it. With a nat 20 plus 3, Miss Kitty just makes a highlight reel inclusive where you can see her and Tanish jump out of the top of it, a worm crash out of it, eat an entire oil rig, no explosion happens. Every one of you are safe except for the bad guys. It's a perfect moment. And I will hold on, actually. The captain does see, and he's looking at you like,
Gives him a wink.
highlight reel. This is going on our advertisement to hire the ship, is what he's processing in his mind. Look at what we could do for you. Silent, stealthy missions achieved.
Plus, riding on a strange one-eyed dragon.
We do not need to advertise we were here. We already have enough targets on our back. I can't believe I'm the one saying this shit.
No, I want glory
Wraith,
for this.
Wraith,
I don't
Wraith.
know what you're
You
talking
don't
about.
see distinctive figures. You see, it's like a camera that's like almost 200 feet up in the air that's broadcasting down. You only see bodies.
Yes. But Ray's also thinking of the only good secret is the ones that no one is left alive to talk about.
You need more trophies, friend. You need more competition wins to
To
give
be
you
fair-
this.
From a DM's perspective, I understand what he's talking about.
Yeah, I understand what
I
you're
know,
saying.
I know.
But to be fair,
He doesn't want to
this
be a part of
planet
the
is
Wolf
well, yeah, he
Platoon's
doesn't.
radar.
But to be fair, this planet is now under protective custody of Oops, and there was illegal oil mining on the
Oops,
protected planet
I
of
did
I don't
it
know
again.
why. Like you said it like 5 or 6 times at this point. I don't know why that time got me more than the others. It's under protective custody of Oops.
Oops. What are you
Don't
talking
include
about?
that
I'm
on the
talking about oops.
Don't include that on the promotional video. I don't think we're gonna win on that one as much.
oh, that hurt.
Oh.
mean-
This is why Omega Polystria only uses its symbol. It doesn't write oops on its stuff. It's just like the symbol stuff, guys.
I mean, the way I'm looking at it is I've run into at least 4 or 5 people that know me, but I don't know who they are. And so far, they all wanted to kill me.
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
you
I don't want
also
more
don't
targets.
remember several years of your life.
What she said.
5.
Yes, I don't want any more targets.
Honey, you do know we are bounty hunters for a living, and therefore
That's why I said more targets on our back.
The target that's on us is probably about the size of a galaxy.
Yes, because of John Luke's debts.
No, it's because of Sebby Webbykins and a certain somebody taking out his leggy weggy.
Again,
you do hear Eloine at this point just goes, I can't wait to have a full-blown conversation with Jean-Luc. I was not under the impression he was the one that shot off my brother's leg. I need to be incited about that. I bet it was wonderful.
Oh,
you can get a sense that she absolutely hates her brother after hearing what happened.
It absolutely was. This was before the fact. He saw, for some odd reason, he saw me and said, yeah, you all can go, but Jean-Luc's kind of...
I am not going to live a normal human lifespan. I am not. I've already figured that out. I'm going to die on this ship. I'm going to die.
Right. This is a video that you said people, when you meet them again, want to kill you. This is the show that they are not going to be able to do that, and they should probably stay away.
The way I'm looking at that video right there is that's gonna make someone want to take us out because they think they're gonna be better than us.
It's a challenge.
It's a challenge. Thank you, Vila. That is a wonderful way to put it. Oh, I'm just seeming more excited now.
I do need to have a conversation with
my head hurts. My head hurts.
What's the Ashton sister's name again? Eloine? Yeah.
Eloine.
I need to have a conversation with Eloine and Papa Boudreaux. Since we're back and we're alive.
I'm going to go get drunk. What time is it?
Currently right now, as you guys got back, it'd be we'll say that Tanish drove through the night and got you guys back, I'd say about nighttime the next day. So you guys are about to be going into a long rest.
I am not going to go to sleep. I'm going to drink.
You're gonna get exhausted.
I'm going to drink. I need it. I'm charging.
Mandy's like, yeah, boy, here we go.
I'm saying this out loud. I'm putting it on Jean-Luc's account.
Oh, God.
Don't charge the comatose one. You've got money.
Yes, I know. I pull out Jean-Luc's credit account card. I have money. I'm going to go drink. I'll see you back on the ship.
Be safe.
Okay.
Don't bankrupt him again.
You go to the bar with Manny. We'll cut back over to you in a little bit. As the rest of you are at Papa's. I know Miss Kitty wishes to speak with Papa and Eloine. What would the two other people left like to do?
Do you want me in that conversation as well?
Actually, yeah, this is kind of going to concern
oops.
Omega Polystratus. Yeah, oops. It's going to. I'm calling it oops from now on because I can't keep saying Omega Polystratus. This is why I have everybody refer to me as Miss Kitty. Names are really long, and some people ain't got no time for that.
Wait, if I said the full name of Omega Polystratus with location, it would be just absolutely bonkers. It's like Omega Polystratus of the
astral something.
No, hold on. Okay, now I have to do it. So the rest of you, Arjwar, what would you like to do?
So I'm going to watch them go off because they seem to have this need for a conversation. And then I am going to go looking for the guy who gave Jean-Luc's comatose body a hard time when we arrived with him.
Uh-oh.
And let them go off.
Astral Paradise Corporation.
Well, that's okay. It's the Astral Paradise Corporation is what you were that was picked up for the Omega. That's like your kind of thing. Omega Polystraeus, and I shit you not, Omega Polystraeus is its own galaxy within the Polystraeus nebula. Serves as a planet called INRADE, INRADE. This is a home planet to the Omega Polystraeus. So it is Omega Polystraeus of the Polystraeus Nebula of the Omega Polystraeus Galaxy of Quadrant 2 as its full title. And that's how it goes for all other places. Nerding.
And again, this is why sometimes it's good to have nicknames.
Acronyms exist for reasons.
Yes.
That's why the GBB is not, you guys aren't saying the Galactus Business Bureau every single time you get into it. It's just the GBB.
Miss Kitty would have done it after a while.
It's not the GGG either for I thought it was Galactic Grannies Guild. It's the IGG, the Intergalactic Grannies Guild. Because I remember I wrote the song that has the same lyrics of intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic. And that's kind of like, that's how they broadcast all the stuff. Oh, shoot. There is one thing I actually wanted to do as you guys are going. I will try and find this. Miss Kitty.
Yes.
You are in the room with Vila. Captain Oka is there as well, obviously, if you're dealing with the crew and everything, he would like to be there. Papa Bujo, Eloine, and anyone else that you wish to accompany, everything else.
Sarah's still on the planet, yeah?
Who?
My ex-boss.
Sarah, yes, she is currently setting up accommodations. She is going to be one of the liaisons here on site and on world, and she's picking out a location for a building. They're going to be constructing a main outpost here.
You know what? Vila, honey, if you'd be so kind, can you call your ex-boss, please? Because the more ears for this, the better. And Genesis, I need you, please.
You see this grung come up to you at the moment. He goes, yes. Oh, I apologize. I was trying new forms out. Vila, does this look better? And you actually see it's full on. Before it kind of had like a robotic feel to it. Not like full like Transformer style, but kind of in certain places where there shouldn't be metal ovoid type stuff. Goes into a full elven man, about 7 feet tall.
I rolled a d20 just now to see how well, in terms of like how put together Vila would react to this perfect grung version of Genesis. I rolled a 3.
Not well at all.
Oh God! Well, it looks like you did wish really hard again.
He is stunning. When he goes from grung to elven, you're just like,
Genesis, honey, I think you broke Vila again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Go give her a hug, please, and go make her feel better.
He gives you the
Like this
softest hug. He gives you the sweetest, softest hug that you
no.
like. It's
No, that is
just, and
no,
also,
no.
I would assume
Silent.
Vila is kind of just like this as well when you get the hug, like you are right now.
Like she's got a tablet with her. Like...
And he like gets down on one knee and just kind of like puts you softly into it. It's just, there you go.
And then Miss
Feel
Kitty
better.
kind of just leans to the side, big Cheshire cat smile, and gives her some thumbs. Then turns around and goes, gets her meeting all set up. Miss Kitty, best wing woman.
Well, great. I'm gonna go find a person. You're all good.
Vila does not move out of the hug until Genesis moves himself, and then she actually calls Sarah and like tries to be some sort of semblance of professional on the phone. With presumably
not.
Genesis nearby.
I hope not.
I'll roll again to see how well she manages to talk to Sarah. Okay, so she keeps it better together better. She got a 13. So like calling Sarah. Sarah! Sarah, hi.
Hi, Vila. Hi.
You look relaxed as hell.
I've had about 5 pina coladas. I'm a bit tapped out.
Do you
What
want to
do you
come to
need?
a meeting?
If you could record it and I can just listen to it in the morning, I'd be great.
Okay,
Great.
have at least one more pina colada and remember to drink water before you go to bed. Oh, she's snoring. All right. Good night. Hangs up.
She's had a long day.
But a good day, it seems.
He had a
A
good
very
day.
good day.
Long day, but
Very
a good day.
Long day, but good day.
And she kind of
Yes.
looks to Genesis, giggles again, and then follows Miss Kitty.
All right. As you guys are all in this room, Miss Kitty, you have all eyes.
So the reason why I have you all here, there's a couple of complications. One, my brother, Northwind of Pride Tundra, has been excommunicated from being part of the military. And he was last seen dealing with Papa Boudreaux when we were on, what was that planet's name again?
Glyphora.
On Glaflora. Papa Boudreaux, I will be very flat out upright with you. I can read minds, and do not try to
Hey,
What the-
it
Captain,
was
what's
a paycheck. That's all I knew.
that is all fine and dandy, but I'm just letting you know. What is this about a seed?
Oh, okay. Since we're all on good terms, transparency would be good for you. So I apologize for any inconvenience on our part. I was not in the know. He never mentioned you were family. So he never told me about his excommunicado. So that's I wouldn't people in high positions as him, if I would have known that, I would have known bad deal when I saw one. And I'm still waiting to get paid from that sucker. So I think I did get screwed by the sound of it.
He's probably not going to pay you, period.
Either
because-
way, the
Yes.
Galactic Business Bureau had some type of program that they were working on. Not a computer program, but some type of test able to transform and modify, terraform, basically anything. Technology was unbecoming, I think, but he said that he just needed it, so went in, took the info, gave it to him, and that was it. When I asked for the payment, he says that all I had to do was contact some curator, man named Thundar, but no one's seen the damn man, so.
Well, of course he hasn't been seen. He was placed on the last mission that you sent me and my party to at the vault.
I'm fucking sorry, what?
He was in one of the prison cells in the vault.
Yes. By no other. Yes.
Okay, I don't.
It's
Regardless, your brother screwed me. I'm not looking for anything back. Bad deal was a bad deal. That's not your fault that your brother's bad egg. So I apologize if there was any unforeseen circumstances on my behalf that become to you and your crew.
It's water under the bridge. What I care about is my brother has gone rogue. He has lied. He may or may not have put my planet on more jeopardy than what it already is.
Well, if it's any constant, I do know where he's heading next. He told me that he had to head over to Quadrant 4 something over there that's very important to the world seed. Something about heading to what was it again? And Tinish goes, Orion Nebula.
Should do we recognize that name? Do I
Orion
recognize that?
Nebula is a section of space that's uninhabited in a
That's in Dead
sense.
Space, isn't it?
That's in dead space. It's one of those things that there's not many places to go, traveling through absolute darkness until you hit a sun selection. So it's an old set of star system that's there. Miss Kitty, the moment that Tinish says Orion system, Terra kicks up, like registering as acknowledged. You were told that Terra was in Orion system.
And Terra means something else.
So
she kind of pays a mind to what Terra's activity a little bit, and then she kind of looks at Genesis. If I do recall, when we first met you, honey, you were looking for a friend of yours that may be in that quadrant.
Oh.
Now,
I would, yes. I'd be lovely to meet him again.
of course.
And this is the DM trying to think. I think it's Bobo.
Yeah, Bobo the monkey.
Bobo the monkey.
Bobo the monkey. I still remember that.
I miss
that's
my
not-
bow.
Irene, no. What's her name again? I keep forgetting.
Eloise.
Halloween.
Eloise. Eloise, honey. Your brother has put a very bad taste in my mouth and has endangered my family to the point of almost a desolation of my planet. So, when you need to do whatever it is you need to do to your brother, I will be behind you 100%. And if you need information, I'll be gladly to extract it from his mind.
Thank you, Miss Kitty. If we are able to execute this correctly and get the transfer of power back to either my father, if we can see if he can be healed, or if I would take on the burden myself, I would promise you and your planet and people anything. You would name it, and I will try to facilitate.
Thank you. Yes, Villahana.
Out of character, the information that we found on my pod that was in the thingo, Wraith got that back, didn't he?
Yes, he did, but he hasn't given it to anybody.
Yep, he's still holding on to it.
Okay,
But you
but
do
we
know
what...
it was taken. You do know
Yeah.
it was taken, but you know, if I will say, if you're thinking about it right now as Vila in character, then it clicks in like, oh shit, like randomly. Wraith hasn't given me my shit back. Oh.
So, just something that I'm aware of.
You guys RP for a second. I am getting called again. I'm sorry.
So we found one of my pods, one of my resurrection pods in the vault that you were in, and it was marked with GBB. I don't remember doing any business with GBB, but the creature inside it, from what I recall, was kind of humanoid, and I just feel like you should be aware that there's potential for clones.
I'm starting to think GBB has their hands in too many cookie pots, and they're trying to do too much tomfoolery to the point where they really going to piss off the wrong set of people.
Well, they've already pissed off me. And you. And
Yeah.
you're part of the royal family of a
entire planet, and I'm now someone slightly more important than 5 minutes, well, a few days ago in Holy Strayers.
Genesis
Um,
looks at you and goes, "You're much more important."
Who says that?
Genesis. I
What?
came in at the
Sorry.
right moment.
Yes, you did.
You're much more important than that, Vila. Even I can see that.
Okay, Genesis.
Yes.
I'm gonna take your hands for a second. You're really sweet.
Thank you.
Complimenting me is gonna break my brain a little bit, so maybe we do that after the important meeting.
I didn't mean to harm you.
No. Sorry, that's a turn of phrase, and you're not actually harming me. It's just I'm getting very flustered from compliments.
I will dial back my compliments at least 10% if you wish.
Just while we're in the meeting, so that like I can converse.
Genesis,
Solid.
honey, I'm going to give you a little bit some etiquette lessons so we will have a functioning Vila at all times. And when you're in private time with Miss Vila, push all the buttons as you wish.
May I too
Right.
also have these lessons?
Yes, you can, honey. You know, they were
Wonderful.
gently for you in the first place. Oh, you are such a precious little being. Yes, you are.
Okay. So, like, there might be clones in the GBB, is what I was trying to get at. And, like, Wraith hasn't given me my shit back yet, so I haven't actually been able to read any of it. And yeah. Sus.
Genesis, honey, are you able to go into personal databases that are located on the
Can you get into
galactic
Wraith
wide
stuff
web?
and
Yeah.
Well, that would be invading his private space, but if it
Bad people
needs,
don't
I
get
could.
private space. Bad people,
Have you
Genesis,
not
honey,
spoken to him about it?
honey, bad people
No.
do not get privacy if they are trying to inflict harm on a very large populace.
Okay, well, Wraith isn't trying to.
No, this
take it.
wasn't.
He's just.
This wasn't
Oh.
for race. This was Miss Kitty asking, honey,
I
can you
thought you were
hack in?
saying Wraith. I got
No.
confused as well.
No. This is okay. Flat out terms. Can you hack into the GBB database and find something interesting regarding on the things I just said to you, and especially what Miss Vila has requested about there being clones?
Without you putting yourself in danger.
I wouldn't know. Before I was able to connect on a level, but it seems now I'm more than that. Things like that are trivial for me. I know that they are, and I know it to be true. So
as you got prettier, things got harder.
No, trivial means that as he got prettier, things are easier. So it's beneath him for him to do our request.
it's like one of those things, like, I know it's true, so I don't need to prove it, but I actually know it's true.
So
Fun, mate. Fun, mate. What I said.
I'm going to quote that. I'm quoting that.
As we break my girlfriend a little bit more, this
My
meeting
brain.
happened.
Vila's never had a crush before that she can remember.
No.
I mean, you've been on dates before, but I guess that's just more of experimenting.
No, being on dates and having a crush are two different things.
All right.
Don't you
True.
need a crush to go on a date?
Not necessarily. If you're trying to
I've
feel
only
out
been with
something.
one person and only one person. I don't know how dating fucking works.
Things got harder. Things got harder.
Well.
Anyway.
Okay. As this comes to a conclusion, the basis of the meeting comes to an end. With that, you do get the sense that, apologies were had.
Fine.
Eloine has promises of she will help your planet in any way she can. If that means doing a whole planet evacuation and finding a planet that's best suited for you, that will happen if needed. Also, probably Omega Polystraeus could possibly help as well in that pursuit. During the
that order's
meantime of the,
Yeah,
it's
that
like one of
order's
those, like,
probably already been put in.
yeah, Omega
Um,
Polystraeus will facilitate until a finalized planet will come through Eloine.
What Miss Kitty wants actually for Oops to do is to monitor all planets and their world seeds, because I don't think they would know what that is, or they would know what that is, but just in case, have everybody who is part of Omega Polystraeus monitor their planets that have world seeds and keep an eye on the the quadrant 4 too, for any suspicious activity if they can.
that gets sent off as a memo.
All
The more
right,
eyes, the better.
that happens. Ardwar, did you just end up going to bed, or?
No. I went to go look for the guy who was giving Jean-Luc's guy a hard time.
Jean-Luc has a guy?
Giving Jean-Luc a hard time when we arrived back.
Oh, the big
the
brother. That's right.
The
guy
guy,
the guy that
punched
was
him.
outside.
the guy who was outside who wanted wanted to look over the body for his money or whatnot.
And
Oh,
also
okay. Yeah,
punched him.
Yes.
yeah. He's outside.
Oh, good. Am I coming from like behind him because he's guarding the front or something like that?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, good. I would like to, not for damage, but for annoyance, swat him in the back of the head with a wet tentacle.
Okay, for not damage, it
No,
hits.
just-
What the fuck?
Listen
You
here.
crazy?
Yes.
No, I am angry and I need you to stop and understand what you did was wrong.
Piss off. And he turns around.
I will I will smack him in the back of the head, not for damage again, but I will smack in the back of the head again.
Takes out a knife. Then realizes, would this even do anything? Puts it away, takes out a blaster. Still unsure, but more sure about the gun than the knife.
Well, I see you're not learning at this point. If I wanted to hurt you, I would have hurt you. What I want you to do is learn from what you did.
Yeah, and how's that?
Well, a simple thing would be an apology for when my compatriot wakes up.
That little turd. He owes half this fucking planet money.
Correct.
He deserves
I-
everything that he comes to him.
He deserves a lot of things. I'm pretty sure of that. But being hit when you're down is not honorable. It's not one of them.
My oozy friend, this isn't a place of honor. This is a place of thieves. Ha 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 ha. That's the D&D movie thing that I just quoted. Honor among thieves.
Oh, that's coming out next week. No, this week.
Ooh, that tells how everybody knows when we're recording this.
Yeah.
There you go. How tall is the gentleman?
He's probably like 5'8".
Okay. I am currently 6'5". I am going to shape, because I've been in just like humanoid two hands. I am going to shape into 4 appendages and scope a little thinner and taller. And each one of the 2 of the appendages holding 2 of the javelins and the third one holding the flail.
What the fuck?
Now,
Argie's hulking out.
I believe this is only a place of honor if you make it a place of honor. Are you going to make it a place of honor? Or should we settle this ourselves, or with Papa Boudreaux, who I believe you probably have even more to worry about?
Make it an intimidation check.
Nat 20 for 23.
We're wasting all of our nat 20s just for shenanigans this game.
You see him hit the ground, and he goes, yeah, whatever you want, man. Just get the fuck away from me. I'll do whatever you want.
I want you to make sure you apologize when he wakes up. But one more thing. Go tell any of the other folks around here who want their money that they can get their money, but not to do something untoward about it.
You see him turn really quick and begins to do like a sprinter dash, like your hands are on the ground and your ankles are like cocked at a weird angle and you're about to sprint. You see him just do that at a full dash, like whatever. Yeah. You got your point across.
Good. Now I will go back to the ship and just probably check in with Butter before passing out. And also John Luke, who I think is there.
Butter is currently kind of just like sitting there in his gelatinous form, and you do notice like he has his hand on the electrical bit of the computer, and you can see there's flow of electricity in. And goes,
how you doing, buddy?
Oh. Hi, Arzwar.
Hey, Butter. I'm glad to see you. Are you doing well?
Yeah, good to see you. I'm good.
Good. I'm glad. Thank you for watching the ship and everything while we were away.
Okay.
All right. Do you have fun? Did the electrical thing hurt you, by the way? I've touched things like that. Sometimes it hurts.
No.
Oh, good. Well, take care.
Okay.
Awesome. Bye. And I'm gonna go pass out.
all right, you pass out. We cut over to Wraith and Manny, who head over to the bar to go drinking. You do go back to the main bar that you guys ended up getting kicked out of the first time. The bouncer looks at you and goes, "You gonna start trouble?" You're muted, buddy. Having a little bit of audio trouble. Just give us 1 second here.
Here it goes.
There we go.
Okay. Do you guys have drinks?
We're a bar. You and your friends got kicked out. Are you gonna start trouble?
If they don't mess with me, I won't mess with anybody else. I just need drinks. Drinks.
You listen at the bartender, and you see him do a sign language type deal to him. You see he goes through and goes, "Hit in."
And as I go by, I'm just gonna take his wallet. I'm try to take his wallet.
Sleight of hand.
$17.
I rolled a nat 1. You're able to take just the data card and leave his wallet to make it like so you never even did anything. It's everything that you need, and it's only one card that was there, so you just quickly just take that. You're unsure how much is there. It's not like there's a total balance on the card that you can see.
Use that first, then go off of John Luke's account.
Okay. You start getting a little bit sloshed. Start drinking. You going heavy?
No, I'll take like 2 drinks, then switch to a drink that looks alcoholic but isn't.
Okay.
It's gonna act.
I will note that Manny does get like top shelf shit on the first round. I will say this is a mixed drink. The two that you do drink, they are extremely potent. This is he got the house special, which is a Couillon 4 mixture of a imagine if you had like a blue raspberry licorice on fire and basically get that. And when you drink it, it is strong. I need 2 con saves from you, please. And as you are drinking, you listen to advertisements, and what you hear is better than a skiffer, invisible to wave scans, entirely mechanical. This grabber allows you to pluck cards from the entire deck and return them to your hand. The latest invention is from Squid Labs. It will turn your luck around, guaranteed. Will this miracle be will be needing from Lady Fate? And then really quick, that's the last adverb. It goes, for amusement purposes only, all absolvers sell buyer absolves seller absolves of all responsibility and criminal. I can't edit this. For amusement purposes only, buyer absolves seller of all responsibility for criminal activity. And that's like that. It's like, we are not responsible for anything.
Was that the thing that you showed me?
Yes. My lovely girlfriend got me a Star Wars book, and that's one of the adverts as a commercial thing. I was like, that's hilarious.
So I'm pretty sure I failed at least one of them.
At least one. 16 and what?
8.
8. Okay. Wraith and Manny, you guys are. It's good that you cut off at 2, because you look at this and it's like one of those small glasses. Like the portion size of how you're feeling to how much you drink, it shouldn't have happened. But you take both of those like a quick shot. It's like in a martini glass. But instead of it being more stouted, like upright, it's more out, kind of like this, in a very thin cup. Margarita glass, if you would, but kind of lower. You swig both of those behind. You're feeling tremendous. Make me a perception check with advantage. Yes, and I did say with advantage with this drink, as your eyes become kind of tunneled vision and you're looking.
29.
29. As you're sitting there drinking, you can see leaned up in a chair with a leg cocked up, Sasha looking at you with cocked eye like.
Manny. This world's gonna kill me.
You see Manny's already.
You forgot that.
You walk over and Sasha is holding a drink, a red one in her hand, and she sits down and goes, "Well, I heard y'all were kicked out. I didn't think I'd see you here."
He kicked out. Never. Manny, on the other hand, he gets kicked out of every place.
I haven't seen too many autonomes. Fully automated as well, possibly. Interesting. You could tell your friend that we have some parts for him as well.
I will not do that. Nope. No. He doesn't need any more parts.
Oh. And what do you
He'll
need?
hold more people than John Luke does doing that stuff.
Only
What are you-
Flight catching that bit. Everybody's zoned off in their own world.
I just hear, and what do you need? And I'm like,
what are you?
Wraith, if you would like, you can have a fade to black moment here.
Yeah.
Okay. Sasha looks at you and you guys enjoy your night. You do have a fade to black moment with Sasha. We'll say it's one of those awkward morning situations where you wake up and she's still in bed and you've gotten yourself dressed and headed back to the ship. You're
of
making,
shame.
yeah, I was like, you're making the walk of shame.
You would need shame first.
he-
You would have to
He's-
assume he's feeling shameful. He is not. He is happy.
he's got his
It was a great
heels in his
time.
hand, having the best time.
The best walk he's ever walked until he steps on a broken glass beer bottle.
I'm going to keep an eye out for the bouncer.
That was an ad for the National Flats Foundation. Thank you, Pocket.
Oh, in the morning? I mean, there's no one really outside at that point. You came from the Crimson area, like her shop. Because she lives
I want to
in
stop
that
by the
building.
bar and say, I think one of your bouncers dropped this out on the street somewhere. Then I'll walk off.
Guy goes, "Oh, okay. Thanks. Your buddy is heavy as hell, and we couldn't move him. He's still passed out." And you can see Manny's
I got this. Hey, Manny, your new parts are about to be broken.
what the fuck? You've never seen this fucking guy move so quick.
Just every time.
We'll say that everybody gets back to the ship safely. Eloine meets everybody in the morning, goes, "Well, everything's concluded here. I think we should head off. We must make a stop within I was talking with Sarah Vila, and she was telling me if we headed over to the Megapolystraeus galaxy, the shield system, there are certain we'll say resistances that we may need, and they are most suited for it. So we will be stopping there, seeing if we cannot raise any allies and see any other planets that you may all need to accompany or try to team up.
There was she kind of looks through her data medical for a little bit. I just randomly see Manny just run in and to his med bay and just ignores it. You must have did something. We kind of had a little vacation time that we've accumulated, and the captain plus everybody else in the crew want to take a couple of days rest, if that is within our.
Well, yes, we'll be traveling, so it will be some time. This plan will not happen overnight. We must.
They want to get to the IGG.
Yeah, I kind of won the golden cookie.
You know,
Actually,
that
no, not the golden
wouldn't
cookie.
hurt to have them as alliances
diamond
as
cookie.
well.
So
We'll head there. Yes.
Okay.
I think maybe we should. When is that?
when is that again?
It's about
Whenever
a week away.
A week away.
It's about a week away after I believe I said it was a month away. I did check my notes. It was much sooner than that. The competition is a short bit, and after your guys' travel, and it's been about like 2 weeks already, it would have been about a month and a half type of scenario that they would have had the polls open. You were first on the list, so you got it before it even got out. So at this point,
Yeah, the crate that was in
Eloine
the
goes,
vault.
right. Here and now, we must start making alliances. Looks at Orange Bar and goes, would you contact your people and see if they would possibly be able to assist?
Oh, I am an ambassador. They made me one. As long as we don't have to go back there, it'll be great. But
And you can handle your planets very well. I will have more paperwork for you. For all as she goes into like this boring speech of like all the diplomacy parts, and now you're just like,
I want to whisper over to Miss Kitty. I also kind of want to go and find the space powder that we if that's on the way. I don't know if that's on the way or
The
not.
happy
The dust.
dust.
The happy dust.
The space powder if we have time.
Miss Kitty
You do
kinda
have it
just-
pinged.
Yeah, Miss Kitty kind of just leans in and just tells him, "No drugs for you."
It's
Leads
not.
away.
We need allies. What other good ways to barter? That's a prize. And no, I just think it could be useful. You never know. Just like everything else.
Miss Kitty
Eloine
kind of
just
just
goes, he's not wrong. There are very aggressive people that would be better possibly if I know the ice giants planets are mostly dominated by larger creatures, Goliath, humanoids of that nature. They are aggressive, and I'm not saying that just due fact. It's just the primalness to them. It's why we stay
nature.
away from the ice giant planets. It's a bit
I don't want to
diplomatically
know.
wrong.
I don't want to know anything about any drug cartels, drug dealings of
Papa
any
Bujo just
sort.
kind of I'm gonna have a good day and have a
Oh.
pleasant tomorrow. Oh,
He knows.
I've now got like mini fleets that can go and do shit for us, yeah?
Yeah.
you can set teams out to go investigate shit and like that. Yeah.
Can I send one to go get the happy dust for Arju?
I feel like that's abuse of power.
You put in your first memo. There are you boot up your tablet. There are 4 teams available to you that could possibly do that, all range in different modes. If you pick one, there is a reset time for you to use those specific people. The best people have the longest recharge time, basically, for you to use. So you could send the best people out to go do this, but it will take a good amount of time to get there and back. So it would just be about timing. But they can mine the best of mostly
But-
all of it if they can find it.
This is going against my moral compass. I detest any substance use whatsoever. So if you
Yeah.
need this, do not let me know.
Well,
I
it's
am
not
made
actually
of a substance.
Not that kind of stuff.
we know that it makes people happy. We don't know about any other effects that it has. So
Oh, you want to know the
harvesting
other
it for study.
effects? You want to know the other effects? I can give you a very long listing PowerPoint discussion of the negative effects of happy dust.
This is the first time this had been encountered, though, haven't it?
I thought we were going to research this and or make use
It's a spatial phenomenon. There's no record of that dust in the database, so you don't know if this is a drug, a sentient being that you pass through. You don't know if
You're
it
yeah, you guys are
could be-
consuming a being.
if it
You're
could
all-
have been the destruction of a planet or an asteroid, and this is what's left, and maybe there's a whole planet made of this stuff. Who knows?
Well, then, yeah, it would be great to find out what it is, so I
Yeah,
could send.
it's for a fact. You check the charts and periodic tables of that sort. This stuff is not anything, and it's a natural thing. You found a new natural phenomenon and
That
only
can be
documented it
abused.
in a small source without
I'm
being
gonna
able
s-
to do anything.
I'm gonna send my second best team.
Okay.
Just to keep my best team for something later.
They
But
can get there quicker. It will not have as much as the other team could get.
that's fine. Like most of it would be research. Like I want it harvested for research purposes and not for recreational use.
That's smart. Smart.
Avila, I have an idea. Since you have these minion and compadre teammates, if you take one of the groups, and we talked about people, can we send one out to find some of the people who didn't die from the prison? Because they would probably have a vested interest in not dying to maybe have
There were
help.
You do realize, as he says, that nobody's put in a rescue mission for any of the other pods that were out there.
we
You have
haven't
no
gotten
idea
to
what
that.
could
Miss
happen.
Kitty wanted to do that, but I failed because I thought everybody died, and then I had a mental breakdown.
Yeah, you
Well,
looked
that's
at the
what I'll use my
comms
best
and
group
saw
for.
nothing happen and saw everything was destroyed on comms, while everybody else was looking out the window watching all the pods go, and you were like, damn it, all the hell. And they're all like, it's cool, bro.
Then I will send my best team to go and do that.
That would be
Okay, so
nice.
second best for the dust, the best for sending out to go get
For
help.
rescue
Copy
mission,
that.
yeah.
Okay, copy that. Okay.
So what about
Um,
the
If they
other?
find if they find a giant slug, I know we probably want to hear about it.
There was
oh,
a giant slug.
yes,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
you
no.
guys wish.
He
The emperor.
he didn't.
I will
make
bribe
it.
you, baby. Like I will legit find a way to bribe you.
Rafe comes walking by whistling.
Can
Why
I roll
aren't you
insight,
wearing your
please?
shoes?
Can I
Very
roll
nice.
insight on Wraith, please, to see if he got laid? And to see if Mila would know that he got laid.
Sure. Make a deception check, or are you
Oh.
hiding it?
I'm not hiding anything.
Then you don't have to roll. Yes, he's got a big old smile on it. If you think that's what it therefore is.
I'm more concerned that he walked in here in his bare feet, probably stepped in some God only knows what, and he's tracking it into the nice clean ship.
He's whistling.
If he did leave like a foot mark, I'll just slowly sweep a foot over it to just pick stuff up real quick.
You basically unpop a pseudopod and he Roombas the room.
Perfect.
That's fucking adorable.
Archie's
And
the
it's
Roomba.
scrumptious.
Yes, it's useful for my body and everything.
Who else is here discussing all of this stuff with us right now?
It's literally just everybody hopping onto the
Okay.
ship because this is the end of the session. As you guys all gear up and begin to head off of Coulion 4, heading to the shield system of Omega Polystraeus. I have been your galactic. I am your galactic DM. Thank you for joining us tonight. You can find us in the Discords and YouTube pages and our Twitch. For every Friday, we have the Air 2 Rising. Every other Tuesday, we'll be more frequently adding the YouTube videos for Planetscape there. And if you're watching that, not too much longer, but will be a live feed. If you're watching this, we probably only have a few more days left. So yeah, hopefully it's going to be cool. And we'll see all the shenanigans live. We also have a merch store for all of our mayhem insider groups. So you got to join our Discord in order for you to get access to that. And if you become a member within the games and everything, you can even get some limited time items depending on if they're still up. I don't think the limited time item for member only for the merch store. We had a spicy nug thing on, but it was taken off.
That yet. That's part of memberships, but we have like membership options and donations as well. So like, if you want to support the channel in some way,
we have a Patreon, so head over there and other things of that nature. So please do find us. But let's get our sign-offs going with, as always, Miss Pocket.
My brain's fried. Hi, I'm Miss Pocket. I play the lovely and questionable Miss Kitty. Dun dun dun. You could find me on the TikToks. You could find me on the Instagram. I'm always on Discord. So if you ever want to chat to me, go right ahead. And also, I hope you all did your taxes. Yeah. Also, drink your water.
Concleod.
Hi there, I'm Concleod, Planet Arjoir. You'll find me on TikTok as long as we still have TikTok. If we don't have TikTok anymore, you'll find me on YouTube as well. So feel free to search
We may
me
not
up
have
there.
YouTube either.
Well,
For
you
all we
know,
know.
well, who knows? And otherwise, I have tin cans with string outside my house for anyone who'd like to have a conversation. I also you'll find me in the Discord. You'll find Evils of Infericuse, my campaign on different Sundays. We'll have some one-shots coming up, and if you'd like to join with any of those, find them in the Discord. Feel free to message there to jump into any of those. They will hopefully be leading sometime after the summer to a full campaign, maybe in sometime too. So yeah, I just do a lot of cosplay, a lot of gaming, a lot of stuff like this.
Over
Just like
to
that.
Ray.
Hey, I'm Darren. I'm a Twitch streamer. You can come see me play games really badly. But I have a blast doing it. Yeah. Only person that hasn't said anything is that person.
And finally,
This person.
Vila.
Hi, I'm Blighter Chaos.
This human being.
You can find me on TikTok, and I won't be losing TikTok. And the Discord as well, which I help run. As Gray mentioned, we've got merch. Woo! And wanting to push the memberships a bit more, we do have a $3 a month one just to show you support for the channel. Any kind of money that goes towards it will be put back in terms of like Discord upgrades or buying stuff to like make the backgrounds better or do something else like that. And like however you can support is awesome. So thank you guys for that.
I forgot a thing.
Oh yes.
Oh, also going to Gen Con this summer. So if any of you watch this and you're going to Gen Con, fun find you there, meet you there, have a good time.
Alrighty. With that being said, we wish Doofus a good night. He had to sit out. He was not feeling well, so we wish him the best. Yeah, thank you for soaring through the stars with us. I am your Galactic DM. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.